Well, good evening, everybody. Just felt I had to come out here and make a little video and catch up on a couple things. I just got shouted out as the winner of the week for my Green Nerds group. Cornell Mac from Mac underscore 412 or Mac Lawn Care and Landscape does this live show a couple nights a week on YouTube and shout people out and give some motivational stuff and some words of the week and things. And today I was the winner of the week because he's convinced me to make some of these videos. He's helped me, keeps me focused and keeps me trying to do these. So I figured I'd come out here and give you a quick update on what's going on, other than this shop/garage not being very clean. No shade. Do not judge. Anyway, but wanted to give some heads up about what's going on. Let me turn this thing around. Actually, before I turn this around, then I'll show you what I wanted to show you out here tonight. Today is quote day. Quoting what? Aeration and overseeding. Something that hit me recently, like the last few days. If you're in this business and you get into doing aeration overseedings or whatever seasonal thing that we're working on, if the first day that you think, man, I should do something about this and I should offer this service or whatever it is, if the first day that you think of that is when you start seeing these big boys, you know, the big lawn care companies, the big national, like True Green, right? I start seeing them ride around with aerators and stuff. I mean, they sold that stuff months ago. So I rented some gear. I don't own an aerator. I rent it. Stepped out in faith. I rented it for a whole month because I'm going to need it for more than 3 days. We'll see. We'll see. But I sent out, we've got an inner circle group that is a select number of people on our schedule that they're kind of all-in clients. We take everything that they could possibly want to spend money with us, package it up. They get priority scheduling, price lock, stuff like that. And their services are already included. So I've got a handful of people I'm aerating and overseeding for them. And then I sent out 48, I think, quotes tonight. 48, I think. Yeah, I think that sounds right. So we'll see. And then the Facebook ads and stuff like that are going to go on. And I'm still feeling a little late in the game because, you know, again, the big companies, Aaron at RDS, even he's 1,500 feet from me, and I'm sure their schedule has got a lot of people on it that have been on there for a long time. So if the first time that you're thinking about some of this stuff is the day you start seeing those trucks, you're probably a little behind. Doesn't mean don't do it. Just know that next year you need to start some of this stuff a little earlier, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the Crackhead, which I'll show you here in just a second, up and running. Let me show you what's going on. So this is said Crackhead, currently disassembled, rocking one less tire. Actually, 3 less tires, because there's no back tires on it at the moment either. Needed a sprayer. Found one on, what's up, Ginger? She's checking it out. Found one on Facebook Marketplace. Well, I don't say I got a deal on it. I didn't pay a lot of money for it. Let's put it that way. A couple grand. So far, the fine folks at Perma Green have shipped me box after box of things that I thought I had everything that I needed and had to buy some more stuff. Currently, the hopper is now working. I just got to put it all back together when I get finished with the front end. And then the motor wouldn't stay running for more than about 30 seconds to 3 minutes. So it was hard to calibrate and get the spray stuff aimed. Speaking of not running, this turd right here was the problem. I did everything that I knew to do to it, even asked some small engine, even some of my moped guys, what the deal was. And I finally, because I had taken it out, I took it to a small engine guy and said, hey, here's the list of things I've done to this engine, and please make it run. And the guy said, looked at it, did a couple things. He goes, all right, I'm not telling you it's the carb. I'm going to put a new carb in here, and then I'm going to tell you to come pick it up because it'll be fine. I said, okay. $93 later, it's up and running. So if you're in Gaston County area and you need a small engine guy, Greg's Garage on New Hope and Belmont, man, they did a bang up job. Quick, cheap, I thought. I mean, super cheap. Told me what it was, said, I'll help you carry it back out of the truck. You can do it yourself. I said, no, sir. I want you to do it. That way, if that's not it, it's already down here, and I don't have to come back and fuss at you for not doing it right. Anyway, so that's up and running. It's got to go back in. But before I can do that, well, bad lighting. Actually, hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. There we go. So the motor sits in that little pocket right there. It sits on these little, I'll put one up there. It sits on these little motor mounts, those little rubber pieces of, well, they're pieces of rubber. And it sits on those. Those were completely disintegrated, which is cute because what really the problem is see those bolts right there, those two? There's another one up front, right? But those things are in various stages of decay. And so it makes it fun. I've got to take those out. It's going to involve some power equipment, some air equipment, a lot of unchurchy words probably to get that out of there. But that's the next project, is to get that engine put back into this thing so that I can get it running. I got some new kicks for it, some new tires, new rims, which the back spacing is a little wonky, but I'm hoping it's going to be okay. And hey, for anyone that's watching that has an opinion, stock tires on a Permagreen come liquid filled, like ballast filled, like you do a tractor. Should I, let me know in the comments, should I ballast liquid fill these with antifreeze or windshield wiper fluid or whatever, or should I foam fill them so I don't ever have to worry about a flat tire? I think the benefits to foam filling is, you never get a flat tire, but the liquid filling, I think you'll get about 3 or 4 gallons. So 30 plus pounds per tire as extra traction on this thing can't be a bad thing. So, but here's what happens after years. You see that right there? This tire is weeping. That's why I had to get new rims. It's rotting from the inside out. So liquid-filled tires in an environment filled with all sorts of things, corrosive, eventually got to be replaced. And the fine folks at Permagreen want $600 for a set of those front tires. I said, no way, Jose. I got a roll of trimmer line and 2 rims and 2 tires for about $200. Now, that may not be as cool as those. Hell, they may not even fit like those do. I don't know yet. I do have some spacers I'm putting in to hopefully push that out enough. We'll see. But I'm going to mount them anyway and see what happens. We're just going to go with that. So, aeration overseating. This is going to be a huge tool for that because not having to push one of those things around is going to be amazing. A game changer. So I can throw, all the grass seed in there. I don't know. I was even toying with the idea of mixing grass seed and fertilizer together. There's the spacer, by the way. That's one of the spacers. I thought about putting it all in there and just mixing it up, making one pass. So we'll see. I think it'll be a very efficient system. And the only other thing that's going on that's worth talking about is Duke here. A couple cuts the last few days. It's been a little low. We cut one the other day. Eric was cutting. I told him to cut it like on 4 or 4.5, and I thought, man, did he not listen to me? Because he scalped it. And then my wife went with me to church. We cut that, and I set that at 3, which is what I always cut church at 3 inches. And it was, God, she cut that stuff. It was like this tall. It was like a like a marine high and tight. I get it home, I take a look, set the height adjustment on 3, put my little ruler into there, and I'm almost an inch plus short. So I had it set on, well, I take that back. I had it set on 4, and it was at 275. So when it was at 3, I mean, that joker was cutting, dang near 2 inches. But if you don't know, they're on the Skags that were built after COVID, there is a single adjustment. And maybe it's on more than that, but it's at least on this one. Right there, that little bar right there. You loosen those 2 stop nuts up, 7/16 wrench. You can ratchet the whole contraption, the whole deck can come up and down. And then you can fix the corners and level it a little bit better right there. But so that's the project days. I got an admin day coming up. I was hoping to get some of the stuff done, but we'll see. But that's it. Kind of a long-winded update from my lovely organized shop, where I know where every 10 millimeter and 13 millimeter socket and or wrench are. I've got about 17 socket sets to prove that I know where each one of those things are. And I can't even use a single set of them probably in full, but oh well. It is what it is. My life is lovely chaos. So, yeah, but that's it. So, moral of the story there is that if you are, when's the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago. When's the next best time to do it? Today. Right? So if you are thinking you want to do aeration and overseeding, because it's coming up here in North Carolina, mid-September, early October, your target window for that. So if you're not already looking ahead, planning your pricing and all that kind of stuff, throw something together. Because if not, then big companies are going to snag them all up. But get out there, come up with a plan, execute on it. If today is the day that you're thinking about that stuff and you're going to keep doing this, put a reminder in your phone for next June. Start thinking about aeration overseeding. Set another reminder for July. Come up with your marketing plan. Mid-July, set another one. Is everything ready to go? Do you have the equipment rented or reserved? Whatever you need. Is all that stuff good to go? You don't need to do Facebook ads or anything till closer. But do you have your crap together, right? Because that's what be prepared. Everybody ever do this and get a little sash with all these pins and stuff on it? Something about being prepared. But it's been a minute since I did the scouts, but anyway, that's it. I'm going to take a shower. It was a hot, sweaty day, and I need to get unhot and sweaty. So I'm going inside and doing that. But hey, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me and my shop rambles. And we appreciate you. We love you. And if you need anything, leave me a comment. I'll try to find it and help you out. Anyway, anything you need, any advice, somebody to complain to, being out here on these grass cutting go-karts, as my man Mac likes to call them, it can be lonely. It's very, whoever you got in your ears is is your only real friend when you're out there working, right? So, but there's a huge community of people out here. None of us are really competing with anybody else. You're only competing with your yesterday. And so there's a bunch of people out here to help anything we can. There's communities, there's circles of people. Find your tribe, hook up with them, dig in, right? That's I got some boys that I am super tight with all over this country. And 2 or 3 of them I talk to multiple times a week. A couple of them I talk to multiple times a day, whether I want to or not. You know who you are. Come on, Total lawn care. Just saying. Hey, don't be a dom. Just kidding. That's my new tagline. Don't be a dom. Anyway, no, love y'all, mean it, and we will talk to you soon. If you need anything and you're in the Mount High area, or if you are in, I don't know, Nebraska and need anything, man, just hit me up. If I don't have an answer, I will let you know. Oh, I just realized, Louisville, if you're not going to Equip, you're a dom. Don't be a dom. No, Dom's going. We're actually rooming together. But no, if you if you're in this business and haven't been to Equip, make time. Just go. Put it on the books. You know, you can get tickets right now. I think $15. Everybody and their brother. You can probably do Spence 50 and get 50% off. I'm not sure if that's a real thing or not, but everyone and their brothers got promo codes right now. Buy you a ticket, find you a room. It's worth it. I mean, it's 3 days, and if you're new to this business and you haven't realized yet that you're not just a grass whacker, you're not just a guy who cuts lawns, you're an entrepreneur. If you haven't realized that yet, go to Equip and realize how big this industry is. It's crazy. It'll change your life. And if you don't want to hear me talk about that, look up Mac, Cornell Mac _landscaping. Let me tell you, he'll tell you that same story. And it's true for me. It was true for him. It'd be true for you. So, all right. Hey, find your tribe, go to Equip, meet up with them, hang out, and learn some stuff, meet some people, and realize how awesome this job is and how awesome you are. All right. Have a great night.